because I support the ruling of the California Supreme Court, and I believe the teachings of Jesus Christ. Things that make you go, I argue that the homosexual community uses similar tactics as were used during American slavery and Nazi Germany. There are 4 methods. First, you must deny absolute truth. Second, you must use fear and intimidation. Third, you must have the media, educators, and politicians promote the false claims. And fourth, you must minimize or totally eliminate the voices of opposition. During American slavery and Nazi Germany, these 4 methods were used by the media, educators, and politicians because they lied to the general public. During American slavery, they went into the native land of Africa, stole an estimated 20 million Negroes, bound them in chains, and brought them to this continent for the economic welfare of America. They raped their women, they brutally beat the men, hung them, and shot them to death, and this was all justified based on the scientific position that blacks, Negroes, were 3/5 humans. They were subhuman. In Nazi Germany, it's been estimated some 6 million Jews were put in incinerator ovens. And other groups, Christians, blacks, Slavs, because they didn't support the Aryan ideology that was based on false scientific evidence that the white people were a superior race. Today, people will say it was wrong. American slavery, Nazi Germany was wrong. And you're right, it was wrong. So how did good, decent, hard-working men and women accept the lies of American slavery and Nazi Germany? The same reason good men and women are accepting the lies regarding the homosexual issue. They love their jobs. They love their families. They love their vacations. They love moving up the corporate ladder. They love their bank accounts. The almighty dollar causes us to close our eyes to the truth and ignore by not standing up and saying the homosexual lifestyle is wrong. Because anything based on lies, if it starts as a lie, it ends as a lie. It is wrong. The media. How many gay white men sat in the back of the bus or drank from the colored-only drinking fountain in the 1950s? None. Gay white men, straight white men sat in the front of the bus. Gay black men, straight black men sat in the back of the bus because it was not a civil rights issue. The media and politicians will have us believe that the homosexual community means us no harm. All they desire is to get married. Then why are they lying to us? Blacks, Hispanics, Asians, whites, politicians, even religious people commit crimes. You hear it all over the media and in the local news. But isn't it amazing that homosexuals never commit any crimes? Don't homosexuals abuse their partners physically, put them in the hospital? Don't homosexuals commit homicide and other serious crimes? So why don't you ever hear it in the media? Because they are protected. Because if people hear the truth, they'll oppose gay marriage. But they can't tell you that. And the same people that lied to us will teach their children that it's wrong to lie. Lying is wrong, they'll tell their children. But they want us to teach our children that Heather has two mommies. It is biologically and scientifically impossible for Heather to have two mommies. So why do they lie to us? Because you have to lie to people to get what you want. Tell us the truth and let us decide. They can't do that. Can't do that. This is really going to shock and amaze you. Scientists have recently discovered that all human beings are born naked. But it's amazing, it's against the law for human beings to walk around naked in the public, violating your Constitution and civil rights. There is no evidence that homosexuals are born gay, but they're trying to force us to accept that. If being born a certain way demands we get constitutional and civil rights, why don't everybody take off their clothes right now? Because it's scientifically proven that you were born naked, but it's against the law in all 50 states to walk around naked in the public.
Actually, it's not. Perfectly scientifically to walk around naked legally.
Well, why don't you take yours off now? Take yours off now. Take yours off now. Yeah, everybody should be too. We're born that way.
Hey, what's your name?
Slim.
Slim, I'm Eli, man.
All right.
Hey, can you do me a favor, Slim?
I'm almost in it.
Rest of San Francisco, can you speak the truth when you speak?
Oh, y'all? Are you from the media?
No, I'm not.
Well, you need to tell them to speak the truth.
Slim.
They're telling me. Let me finish my speak. I'll talk with you.
Yeah, man. Everybody has equal rights.
Right.
U.S. Constitution states equal rights for every single person in this country. Equal rights.
Polygamists? Do polygamists have equal rights?
Yes, every human being.
Where?
The U.S. Constitution states every human has a right.
Where do polygamists have the right?
According to U.S.
To
Constitution.
have 4 wives. Where?
According to U.S.
where
Constitution,
is it?
every human is entitled to rights.
What about consenting adults' incestuous behavior?
That's your religious belief.
No, I'm talking about consenting adults.
Separates the church and state.
What about father and daughter that are consenting adults? Do they have a constitutional right to marry? Against the law, but we're going to change that.
Of the outdoor warning system. This is only a test.
Only a test. That's why I can't get nobody to publicly debate me, because they don't want the public to hear the truth about these matters. That's why I'm coming here, sharing this, because once you say homosexuals have a right to marry, you cannot deny anyone their sexual right to marry. Pedophilia, incest, polygamy, because they're going to be protected. Lawyers will fight for them and allow them the same constitutional rights. That's why we're out here talking to you. And you know, using logic, sound reasoning, and logic. Why we love homosexuals, and we will respectfully treat them as human beings, but they do not have a right to marry. Gonna mess up our children. Just like lying about Nazi Germany and American slavery messed up a lot of folks. Because it wasn't